Lala, it's been so long since we've seen you. I love it. And it's not going to get confusing at all, the fact that there's literally 3 of you with LL as your names.
We'll just put on first name.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I got yelled at, though, forever ago when I did that. Because they're like...
That was one person who probably doesn't even watch the stream.
I know.
Probably not even subscribed.
They're not even subscribed. Okay, so hold on. Let me do that, actually. It will make my life a little bit easier.
If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. You and Alvino will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. You will need to look the part so we might maintain the charade, until we have him cornered at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Tailbot, and to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions?
I don't think so. This is the second time we've played dress up, though, which is cool. Now we gotta look the part in our outfit. Yes, nice tunics, everyone. Hello, not Griffin.
My thanks, comrades.
Now he's gonna quiz us.
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
Mostly because I want to earn one of your capes. That's a very good-looking cape, and I have yet to have any gear with a cape.
A great interest, you might say.
Alfie knows, like, I don't want to lie, but if I have to...
Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal.
Wow, Alfino just goes right for the throat. He's very blunt about
because
it.
That would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I don't know that this was the wisest choice by Alfino. He's pretty blatantly just like dropping facts. He's spitting facts.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
I guess there's no chance for hiding.
The famous Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot.
Okay, so this is just a confrontation. I thought that this was going to be more subtle to get a introduction to the real Griffin and then confront the real Griffin. But we're just confronting him, fake Griffin, so yeah.
You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
So Ifrit is going to be summoned. Fascinating. That's a nice twist.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honourable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
Oh, I'd like to see evidence. Or is it a bluff?
Aside from a lack of crystals, none. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god.
What do you think, Papalymo?
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
No. No. He's my cousin. Twice removed. Just happens to be look a lot like.
You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference.
Aww. A little bit honorable, respectable. I guess I'll say respectable.
You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
Whoa. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill. So that's like early on. That is super, super, super early on. I wonder if we could figure out his name purely based off of just that clue. Like, if I could go back in the streams and watch the interaction with them and figure out who it is. Like, this is the one. I found him.
You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
Man, how could you guys want me to, like, Fantasia? All right, we look awesome.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
Oh, she's thinking about joining them. Helping out.
I just...
Feel bad?
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences.
Is Alamigo Yda's homeland? I'm not sure that we've had that confirmed before or not.
You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Poor Ida. She solved things with her fists.
Quirmill, he said. Do you remember? Forgive me, you cannot be expected to recall every name and face. Besides, it's not that as if it matters.
Well, we do, Alfino, because we have History Book Holo to help us keep track of things.
I have long admired how you live in the present, how you focus on the problems at hand and always keep moving forward. Let us keep moving forward together, Jake. We must find and secure those crystals. There's no time for looking back.
Fortunately, we have a stream record that we can always look back and check out, so...
You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Yda and Papalima were here all along? Well, Yastrola will be relieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. Agreed. If there's aught else to discuss, let us depart at once.
Into the Amalja caves we go once more.
Oh? Somebody in the shadows?
And so they go forth, in accordance with the Griffin's plan. It's actually really tragic and sad the first time that you see him when he walks up. Because after everyone else leaves, Alfino goes, what do you want? You have no friends here? But then once you know the full context of the characters and everything, you're just like...
The players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flame.
Ifrit.
Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed.
So he's trying to set us up to basically be assassinated, and we'll find out if we allow that to happen or not, because if I'm floor tanking, it's definitely possible that I get assassinated.
You must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal.
Oh, we're jumping straight in. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view the scenes in their entirety. Oh my goodness. This is a solo duty. I'm sorry, everyone. I gotta go. I gotta get.
This isn't right. The Amalja would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Anytime that something super dangerous happens, somebody super important has died. So just know that I am on, like, red alert is happening. Just please don't let anybody die. That's all I'm asking. Please don't let anybody die.
Not willingly, no.
Oh, the fire's already going. Oh, the Warriors of Darkness are here. Okay.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
They can't be tempered because they have Heidelin's blessing. Well, actually, I assume that.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god.
The rejoining.
It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it.
Good voice actor for
Killing
this
the
guy.
warrior of light, on the other hand. That would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange! Wouldn't you agree?
You can hear the pain in his words.
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
Oh, that's awesome!
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Rude.
Alize!
Oh my gosh.
Did I not tell you, Alphino?
I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Does she have a different book than he does? They used to have the exact same book, but they might have a different book now. She's getting a sword? Wait, a magic sword?
As Eorzea's blade of light once stood by my side, now I shall stand at his and defend this realm with all my might.
That's so sick.
Let's finish this.
Wait, and we're actually gonna do the duty as ourselves. That's why it's a solo duty. This is so epic, but also like, oh crap. Should we have come in as a DPS instead of a tank? No, I think this is good. All right, we're gonna try to take some DPS out here. Alphina's still doing okay. Thancred's doing okay. I'm not worried about the tank because we can absorb the tank's hits. Wow. Is this the power of the Echo? Oh, they're back up. Wait, what? Will not be denied so easily. Okay, so he's just gonna bring them back up every time? Fine. Fine. You know what? Screw this. We're gonna go for this guy instead. You're gonna be a pain in the neck. It's gonna take us a minute to kill you.
Games.
But clearly you've got some connection to the Warrior of Darkness. And if we want to beat the crap out of him, we're gonna have to take this guy down. Oh! Okay. You chained us. Can't break free. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, she's a red mage? Oh, that's so sick.
It ends. Now.
Oh! Wait a minute.
What?
The chains!
Did he just save us? Well, at least he broke the chains.
Snake! You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart.
Is he changing his actions, or did he play them, that we might have the opportunity to stop them once and for all?
What dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
Okay, so he's challenging them on their beliefs.
By the 12! Oriange!
Hey, you figured it out. Big reveal. What? It's Oriange? No way! Oh my gosh, I never would have figured that out.
Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us.
You got me. That's so sure.
I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady.
For now.
By thy leave.
Even odds then, no matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop!
You've said that before.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. Together we can defeat them.
Let's go.
Make ready. They come.
Okay, so we are defending her and ethereally pouring our life ether into her blade. Now the question is,
more ether.
how do we do that? And then, why can't I click her? Why can't I click her? Oh, Blade of Light? There we go. There we go.
The ether. It's not enough.
Okay, who's next? Kill him while he's weak. Oh, they're gonna try to attack me. He's invulnerable. Well, that's just ridiculous. Feel the aether beginning to dwell within you. Okay, oh, I can do it again. Oh, they're gonna keep interrupting us. Stop, 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 stop that. Okay, fine, I have to take this guy out, I think. Stop interrupting me! There we go, nice.
Just a little more.
Okay, so we have to do that again. But now they're gonna summon everyone back up to full health. Okay, we gotta do that before Alphino drops. The ranger.
I'll crush you!
And now we deal with the Warrior of Darkness himself. There we go. And now we can do Blade of Light. Oh, we don't have a ton of time. What? No! I'm trying, no! No. Okay. Oh no, he's attacking Alphino. Oh, okay, we're good. There we go. Nice! Oh, that's so neat. You can actually see the channeling up.
With this blade, I banish the darkness.
No.
Not like this.
That was sick. I feel like I was half blind for that and really trying to figure things out on the go.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
With the help of the Scions, I would assume.
Crystals? You mean, like the Scions?
Instead of darkness crystals,
Just so.
Eidolon crystals.
As the Scions flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Scions, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Such methods as the Scions employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
Right, like the Scions aren't fleshy beings. We can attack them, but they're more spirit than anything, which I guess is what makes them eternal, because their bodies are mere manifestations.
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives.
All in an attempt to help bring about the saving of the world.
We were just adventurers trying to make our way. And our job here, a favor there, we never aspired to be warriors of light. The word of our deeds spread. And soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought. And we fought and we fought until there was no one left to fight. We won. And now our world is being erased from existence.
Because they got rid of all of the darkness and light took over, and light's now consuming their world and erasing it. Aww. When Lala fell and cry.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
The amount of pressure that they would have had to have been under. They fought off all of the evil, they fought off all of the darkness, they won, and yet in their winning, they lost more than ever.
You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
The unstoppable force. But we're too stubborn to die, the immovable object.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
Doesn't that sound so familiar to what our own team has said? For those we left behind. That's the thing as well, is that it's easy to write them off as villains doing villainous things. Obviously, they're definitely doing what they feel is right, but they've made sacrifices. They've lost friends. They've lost Yzaels, people along their journey. They each have one. So instead of us having all 6, they each have 1. Fascinating.
Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
So we pull out our own. Oh, is that ours? Our 6? Are we the 6th? I just wondered where the 6th was. Is this going to allow us to save them? They were willing to die right then and there. We're trying to stop them from doing that.
What is this place?
It's Eidolon.
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Minfilia.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From 2 worlds do we gather, and from 2 worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Minfilia! Bring her back! We miss her too much. Don't tell me, but please tell me, but don't tell me, but please tell me, but don't tell me, but...
Blessed children of the first. The light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance. But it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it. as darkness once did drown another.
So I guess you will travel to their world to absorb and take in some of the light to keep it from being destroyed, I think.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
Wait, what? What? Wow.
As the Scions must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
This is like literally Minfilia, not just the word of Hydaelyn.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword. And in treating with the Scions, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes in whom I glimpsed ourselves. The first.
The heroes of the first. So that's where he joined them, and in doing so brought together all of the crystals in a confirmed single place. By pushing them to desperation to use their crystals, we could then use ours, and thus, like when we would be summoned to Hydaelyn before with the 6 crystals around us, this would summon us in front of Hydaelyn again. He's playing 5D chess.
Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
So he's saying that she might end up needing to go to the first for forever? Wait, we're getting Minfilia back just to lose her again?
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away.
I mean, it saves another world.
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
I hope it's not for forever. If you had the opportunity to save an entire world, that's such a challenging question, but she's willing. She's okay to pay the price.
You would go alone then?
Thancred, you gonna go with her?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me.
Since day one.
I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be.
For people who played 1.0, that's gotta hit so much deeper than everyone else.
Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
That's such a father-like response to a kid, and he's releasing her to have that agency and to make those choices. Make me proud. What a good statement.
Long have I watched you from Hydaelyn's side. Watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
I think Minfilia had it last time we saw her. So where does that leave them? If they get to know their world is safe, do they get to go home?
'Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servant of Hydaelyn. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor.
Don't call her servant of Hydaelyn. She's Minfilia, and she will always be Minfilia for forever.
Take us with you. Take us home.
I hoped they'd be able to go home.
We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
A small smile. What a word of warning.
'Tis a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph.
But now she's the one
Someday,
leaving.
when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
I can only hope. It's her turn to be the hero. For a second, third, and fourth time. Shut up, I'm not crying. No. Is she gonna get a chance to say goodbye?
Thank you, Lamine, for everything.
No. Timing on everyone. Panic. Everyone's dead. Everyone we love is gone. No. Oh my gosh, the we did everything right was absolutely painful. That was so painful. They can go home, but they gave up their lives, so they're just spirits now. Okay, I see. Such emotions. It would seem that we are in southern Thanalan again. Minfilia is doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way, and the Warriors of Darkness too. Which is ironic, because their world was the world of light. So in fighting the light that was consuming their world, they became the Warriors of Darkness, which is just so ironic. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not? Yeah, mayhap that was their wish. Where's the sad quest complete music? I like the quest complete music because it kind of is the beginning and ending of a journey. But sometimes it's not musically appropriate for the situation. So, speak thy mind. I do not expect thy forgiveness. Oh, as if we blame him for everything that he set up. But I mean, we don't. I think at the end, it was still her choice. I should go in and find Yida and Papalimo. They must have finished searching the Mask's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. I tried not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. I mean, I did. I'm sorry, Urianche. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee unto a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall join thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, warrior of light. So we're all meeting back at the Rising Stones with Flamine. It would seem that the Griffin's double was telling the truth, insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the Mask's camp. Did you perchance find one in Zaharak? Actually, we found a lot more and worse and more painful, so you're gonna want to sit down for this. I don't believe it. The crystals, Minfilia, all of it. I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Yida. Even now I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Another key thing to keep in mind as well, we have been to Hydaelyn's bosom many times before, and for Alfino, he's like, ah! What's happening? I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoin the Scions. We've been away for far too long. Though I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might, in turn, offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. It's been an entire patch, an entire expansion. I'm talking about not just patch, an expansion. Time to get together for a nice hearty drink. Oh, it's grumpy old man. Ida! Ida! Well, God be praised, it is you! Ida, alive and standing before me in the flesh. I could hardly believe my eyes. Oh, come on now. Has it really been so long you don't remember me? It's Gundabald. I fought beside your father in the revolution. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since occupation sent us on our separate ways. But the resistance were always welcome in little Alamigo. They give us hope. And young Ida, most of all,
is gonna tear her away. She's gonna feel like she has to go and help with this whole Alamigo situation. Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we're still the circle of the knowing back then, right? 1.0? And we've got a lot to talk about, and we will. But right now, I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Let us return to the Rising Stones. Hells take me for giving you that mask. My guess is that he's talking about the mask that she has, which makes her always feel connected back to the Alamigans? The Alamigans? To the Rising Stones in Mardona. You didn't say a word, Jake. I know. Wherever she wanders, no matter how far, she will always be with us. Aww. A pity we were unable to deal with Ilberd and the Braves once and for all, for example. It's a reminder that we have yet to truly deal with them. Ilberd is still out there, still escaped. Welcome home, Jake. I trust your journey was uneventful. You'll be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short while ago. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. Look at everyone together. The gang's back together for the most part, except for the gang that are missing.
Back in the Solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbreeder.
Way to kill the mood, Ida. Just straight stab it. Everyone's in a good mood. I'm just gonna, remind everyone of, tragedy after tragedy. Yeah.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
Aww.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be.
Can we keep updating that name for each cataclysm that we survive? So if we survive another one, we become the 8th Dawn, and then we survive another one, we become the 9th Dawn, and we'll just, keep racking them up.
Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts.
Yzael.
And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask.
Isn't that
I should
Uriange's
be
thing?
glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
New party member. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're 9.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Scions as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes.
Use the skills you've been given.
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
Please don't see through my thinly veiled disguise to go back and keep working with the Alamigos.
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities.
Gonna go off on my own and slink around.
That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable. And we've always got him to keep us from bickering.
The silent tall dude with the big sword.
But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Beautiful.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
A feast! A new adventure, what else? The road goes ever on to strive for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. I think to strive for those who have lost and for those we can yet save. Because there's still more people that we can help. And in the name of those we have lost, to protect those who need help, we can keep going forward.
Path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
So we've now done a realm reborn and a new dawn breaks. The ending of the night, the beginning of the day, the sun rises once more. Just keep rolling with them. Cryo, we haven't talked to you in a while. Good to see you back. It would seem that I'm a Scion then, Some derive comfort from such titles, but I cannot say I feel any different from before. Well, mayhap a twinge of pride. Oh, that's great. Hey, Nor, have we talked to you before? I'm doing my best, Ochre, I am. I just can't seem to clear my mind. I keep thinking about you and your brother and what? We're just gonna... It may be agreed that the great sundering of the source was an aberration and that existence of the 10 and 3 reflections, an offense to the natural order. That most assuredly is the Ascians' belief. 'Twas in the hope of opening mine eyes to said revelation they first came unto me, imagining it sufficient to secure mine allegiance. Nor would they have been mistaken, were my heart as temple of truth alone. But as a devoted follower of Master Louisoix's teaching, I, for the love I bear of him and his, I hearkened not to their words. Okay, so I am still trying to figure out, we are supposedly on the Eorzea star planet of the source, and then there are 13 reflections that go out. If we are the source, and there is the first, which is the light, and there's the 13th, which I believe is the darkness, then the 2nd through the 12th have not really been accounted for. But I'm just surprised that I guess we're just lucky and that we get to be on the source one, and that we just happen to be there. I was like, we're probably on like 6th or something, but look at them, Jake. The Scions of the 7th dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 knows. But I know we will find out together. Wait, what's that little mini we get? The little wind-up mini.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life...
Oh, they're congratulating her for joining.
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me.
Why?
Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
Minfilia entrusted it to us. Okay, if you think so, Alfino. I don't know about this one.
Thank you. I shall guard it well.
You don't have plot armor.
There is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Okay, so out of the 13 shards, some of them have been lost, so there's even fewer. It's the Griffin! Who are you talking to? Yourself? Elidibus. No, Griffin 2.0, sorry. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you all on that glorious day. Oh, he's got a little bit of an accent. I need to figure out how to give him the accent that they have. Yes, there's Elidibus. I knew that he was involved somehow. True believers are so readily led. I have given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a sure fit of light or dark. A world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. Is he going to the other world? As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I now present to you. Oh, those are the eyes! I should have known that they were the eyes as soon as I saw the two of them! The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds you have proven yourself the most deserving. So they did go and recover those eyes. I knew it was a bad idea just to throw them into the void. You should have squished them. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal or for woe. At least he's honest about it. Could be for your own benefit or could be for your demise. He just takes them and shoves them into his head. And he's got these like great big googly eyes. Ooh, pretty. Oh, this is the battlefield, the field of Cartano. So it was here all along. Nero. I'm so glad Nero came back. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun. Back in his hunt for more Allegan relics to unearth. Ha 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 ha. All right, what monstrosity are you gonna try to unearth from here? Not another Ultima weapon. Oh, that was 3.4 complete. Nice. Awesome. Nero's such a drama queen. What's interesting is that trying to guess where the story's going forward, I can't imagine, I think I talked about this before, them doing 6 more calamities. Because calamities are like world-ending things, right? So trying to run through 6 more calamities seems a bit insane. Like maybe in like 3 more expansions, I could see a single calamity happening that we barely survive or something. But doing that for 6 more times seems insane. So I'm expecting there to be other storylines besides more calamities, even though that's what the Ascians are constantly working towards. So that'd be my guess.